Hi, I'm with Robert Sheidt from Brazil. He's a four-time medalist in Olympics and eight-time world champion. Hello, Robert. I wanted to ask you a few questions about your laser time. What did you enjoy most in laser fleet when you were racing?
I think laser is a great class because initially because the gear is all the same, so it tests the ability of each sailor to race in a very competitive environment. I think laser sailors, they used to train a lot. They're probably the class that you have to spend most time on the water because you cannot get an advantage on a sail, on the mast, on the boat.
How many days a week did you spend when you were training?
When I was on the season, normally 4 or 5 days during the week, plus some fitness training, also doing biking, swimming, and I was when I was doing the regattas, just more some stretching, light exercise, and some.
I remember you used to sail alone when you were starting sailing laser in Sao Paulo, and because most sailors say it's not necessary to sail if you are alone, but I'm not really agree. What do you think about this?
I did a lot of sailing alone because sometimes I didn't have any training partner, and I think it was good because you have a very good feeling of the boat because you could spend a lot of time sailing, especially downwind, learning the boat, learning the best way to do maneuvers and to surf the waves, and
you don't
necessarily. But I think after a while it gets a little bit boring because you need competition. You need to be lining up with somebody. So I think it's important to do a little bit of both, sail a little bit alone, but also have some training partners.
What was your best memories in terms of sensations, best image you had from laser championship or from something? I don't talk about result, of course, but I talk about just sensation, pleasure. What was your best memory?
I think I always enjoyed sailing in strong wind in the laser, like especially on the reaches, on the downwind. It's a great sensation when you're sailing the boat really well and you're managing to make it go at 100%. So I think the best races I did in my life was in Australia and South Africa in the Worlds in '96. So those were great races because sailing with 30 knots of wind and I was in the best form. So I enjoyed a lot there.
And you remember the sailing by Mistral in Olympic week
yes,
also?
Yes, a lot. I remember a lot, and I struggled a little bit because it was very gusty and with no waves, so very difficult to jibe. But I had some great moments sailing here and also in Martigues. Also, one of my first field titles back in '94 was in French National Championship Martigues.
And you still have time to sail laser sometimes or no?
Sometimes I'm still sailing. I'm normally when I'm in São Paulo at home and I go for a weekend, I can grab my laser. I still have 2 lasers in São Paulo, so I can go and race a little with the guys. It's strange because after a while you lose a little bit of the feeling and you capsize sometimes and you get a little mad of yourself because you know that you're not sailing at your best anymore. But it's still fun.
I heard Star Class is a big laser or some.
Yes, I think it's a good opportunity for sailors to go to the Star because now there's a lot more young people coming up. The class is a nice mix of experience and young people coming up. The boat is not so difficult as people think. There is a few things that you have to learn in the beginning, but after that, when you find out the gear changes and the tuning, then it's like sailing a laser, just race against the other boats.
Well, last question, did you enjoy Marceau yachting services when you were sailing laser this time? And how long did you know this Marceau yachting for?
Yes, for a long time I've been chartering boats from Marceau and they have been really supportive to me, so thank you very much for all the help.
Okay, thank you very much Robert, and we wish you all the best for your new life and new result sports. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, all the best.